So by now, everybody pretty much knows that Chrisean, dumber than a rock, is in jail. Okay, because we basically been partying since she got booked, since the handcuffs went clink clink. But the sad part of the situation is Chrisean Jr., Chrisean Part 2, Chrisean the sequel. And even though a lot of us don't have a heart and a lot of us don't care, we can't help but notice that there is somebody who does. And surprisingly, that person is the person she had set up. Clock it.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that in my face. How you gonna bump and grind on you? On you. You love it so. Shawty, come and swing my way.
Listen, I know y'all want to get to the tea, and baby, we will. But for those of y'all that's been living under a rock, baby, my name is Santana. I only been on YouTube since like 2016. Started off going viral, telling stories about my crazy life. A couple of years later, I started doing ratchet recipes, went viral on TikTok. Then I opened up a channel, Aligning Souls, where I was, using my spiritual and psychic gifts to help the girls and whip them back into alignment. In other words, baby, she's gifted. And see, now I'm here to share all of those gifts on one channel. So I mean, whether it's a deep dive, a commentary video, cooking, music, reading horoscopes, baby, if I want to upload a video of me picking my nose and breathing for 60 minutes, I'm into it. My house, my rules. I mean, I just ask that y'all follow me over on Twitter so I can stop talking to myself. And before you go and try to seek help and seek therapy, baby, seek me. Go to my website and book yourself a personal reading if you need one. Now, feel free to sound off in the comments, but be respectful and act like you got that act right. Now, this channel is for critical thinkers. We may not always agree. You may not always even like me. But one thing's for sure, your life will be changed after experiencing me. So subscribe. Now, enough of me rambling, child. I think we made it past the part that was needed to get this video monetized, child. Nah, you do going. Nah. Let's get into it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull. Keep hitting shots.
You're doing a bunch of dumb shit.
Shots every time
You just
talk.
been running your mouth all day.
No.
Just stop.
No.
Just stop.
No.
We get to the club and shit just went left in 2 seconds.
Get that big belly ass bitch that's scared of me to fight for you. Alright? What the fuck is you talking about? Bitch can't
Now you
protect
trying
you.
to, what are you talking
No,
about?
it's like you're doing too much.
I can
bro.
protect myself.
You're doing too much.
Like,
I'm not ready to
you
be
just not
smacking
standing
these
on
fucking
shit.
ass
You
bitches.
just not standing on shit.
What the fuck is you talking about?
That's
You don't
all.
stand on shit.
I
Fuck is
do.
you talking about?
I
I ain't
go
gotta
slap
fight.
somebody, I
The
slap
respect is given. I'm dealing with my pregnant sister. Throughout the whole day, she's complaining, nagging. By the end of the night, I ain't trying to shit.
Now you can't stand on shit and I, like, what?
What are you talking? Stand away.
You just said back up, bro. What you
Make me
doing,
back
bro?
up.
Get
You
out
doing
my
too much.
face. Get out my face.
You do a lot for the
Get out
cameras.
my face.
Sean,
What
I
you
will
doing?
beat the shit out you. You doing
No,
too
you
fucking
not.
much.
Thanks.
I know how to help
You
you
trying-
and not
now you
hurt
be
your
trying-
child.
You ain't trying to hurt me.
She doing you because you're doing a lot. You're making threats and shit.
I'm not.
What are you talking about?
Relax. I know y'all both frustrated right now.
You're doing too much.
I'm just like, I get the dynamic, some family shit.
What are you talking about? I raised you, bro. I don't. Get your shit.
Child, what is going on, y'all? It's Scott. Excuse me. What is going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi. And we are back for another Baddies tea video, okay? And it's gonna be a Baddies tea video, not a Baddies dia from the Caribbean, because Ice Caribbean. No, because it has nothing to do with the Caribbean. In fact, this beef goes all the way back to Baddies East. Hence why I needed to replay that clip, because y'all know how forgetful y'all be. Y'all know with y'all selective memory, child. I just had to remind you how we got here. Okay, just in case you forgot. Okay? I know everybody be on the TikToks and the Twitter tweets and whatnot, writing up theses and research papers, talking about how, oh my God, I miss the golden days, back when Chrisean was running track and, back when her and Latifah was like the best of Judies and the best of friends and it was the best of sisters. Well, too much has happened since then, child. Way too much has happened. And Apparently, Tesehki is better than me because, child, she has a bit of a forgiving heart. But I mean, I guess we could kind of understand why, given the circumstances of all that's going on. We're going to get into it right after the jump. Go ahead and like this video.
Feel me. I just want you. Get me off the boat. Get me off the boat. Get me off the boat. Get me off the boat.
I seen that and I was like, let me.
So this is an interview that Tesehki was doing. And of course, you know, people are going to ask, what's the relationship with Chrisean? How are y'all doing? Now, like I said in the intro, obviously Chrisean is in jail right now. And if you didn't see the video that I already did, basically as Chrisean got booked and went to jail, the key question was, okay, what is happening with Junior? What is happening with her child? Why all of a sudden we want to ask that now that she is being locked up and thrown away? Finally, why we want to ask that now when that should have been a question the last 2 years when she was pregnant and smoking and drinking and fighting and doing the most? Okay, I don't know. But that was the question, because now that we physically see her in cuffs and Chrisean Jr. is physically here, it's like, okay, well, where does he go? His grandfather didn't want him. Carlissa said that she tried to fight for him, but the judge was like, no. And so now Tesehki is weighing in on her opinion, you know, with her opinion, because obviously everybody's wanting to know, like, girl, you was her big sister. So, like, what's going on? I mean, even though we just going to completely forget the fact that they, you know, almost came to blows on Crazy in Love season 2. You know, we just going to completely forget how, you know, Chrisean had her sister, you know, set up to get jumped. Okay, we just going to forget all of that because now there's a baby involved. I mean, that's typically what y'all do. That's typically what y'all do. And I'm not saying that, you know, a baby is irrelevant. That's not what I'm saying. But a baby don't fix anything, contrary to popular belief. I know a lot of people out there want to, you know, have sex and think that a baby going to solve problems and bring two people together and, oh, but it's going to say the matter. It don't. It don't. It don't. She going to look after that baby for one day. Okay, for one day. As soon as Chrisean come out, boom, she's swinging on the parent. You see how that work? You see how that work? Okay, you're going to be in your feelings for the first day, like, oh, okay, Chrisean, I got you. I got the baby. Okay, but then the second that Chrisean started popping, what she going to do? The second that she resort back to her old self, okay, because there is no new self. We've known her for what, 4 years now, and we haven't seen a new version of her. She's still, honestly, at the same age that she was 4 years ago. So, like, if you're thinking that jail is about to rehabilitate her and take her to new heights, new levels, new places, no, baby. The higher the level, the bigger the devil. And his name is Chrisean. Ciao. But let's go ahead and get into what Latifah had to say. Okay, because this not Tesehki right here. This is a personal moment. Let's get into what Latifah Malone had to say.
Call around the people that I know that still be tapped in, that I got watching my family while I'm doing my video or whatever. So I called sources. I asked sources that's actually in front of me that be tapped into what's going on with my family. And it was like, oh, yeah, I heard that's true. And I'm like, that ain't true. As soon as I seen it, that some CPS, like, my heart, even though I never even met her child. Yeah, I never met him. I never met him. So it's like my instincts, the same instincts that came to me when Chrisean was getting eggs thrown at her and we was on that sprint and me and her was just arguing before they opened those doors and they started throwing eggs at her. That same instinct of protect your fucking people, protect your loved one. The same instinct came in when I seen that car sitting right there like 2-3 hours ago when I was getting her button. I was like, oh, I started calling people. Is it really happening? And mind you, everybody know that I'm booked all the way up until October as of right now. I'm taking bookings in October as we speak. But mind you, my children are good. My children are perfectly good. You hear me, Brandon? They're perfectly fine. The first thing I thought of was, how am I going to put Junior with my children and make sure I still get the bag, but make sure he's good? Because Queen and Michael is good. You hear me? I'll make sure that just kicked in. I never met him. Me and her got the worst situation. People been comparing this shit to what's the Cain and Abel? Abel shit. What is it?
Oh, Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel. They been comparing
biblical?
to that. And I still seen like I my heart still was like racing like motherfucker when I seen that. And I asked everybody that kind of could know, hey, is this really true? Because you know sometimes people just say shit on Instagram. So my whole point of saying this is like I felt the same, like as if we never go through what we went through. Bitch, what can I do? You know what I mean? Like what can I do? I know I'm not even home with my children every day because I'm out working every day. But my children are with me every day, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? And that would be the same thing for him. Like if we could figure, I don't want him in the system, and I don't even got. That's how crazy the situation is. I don't even want to talk to.
I ain't playing my.
I don't want him in the system.
Oh,
Mind you, it's not because like it's because like at the end of the day, we're not just a regular family. Everybody knows about what the fuck is going on. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like all you fucking weirdos and people that's praying on this shit like that. I get it. Y'all mad at her. You mad at her. Bitch, I'm mad at her. I'm disappointed in her. But he has nothing to do with that. That child has nothing to do with that. So my first instincts kicked in, bitch. See what you can do to help it. I seen that and I was like, let me call around.
so let me say this. The child definitely absolutely has nothing to do with it. Like all jokes aside, the child has nothing to do with it. He's an innocent life. However, this is a situation where it's conflicted for me because I like the worst case scenario is for a child to end up in the system. That's just the worst case scenario, right? But like the case above that is that child still ending up in that damn family. And what we not going to sit and do is act like that family don't have a lot going on with them. And I know that might be harsh to say because a lot of people start getting into their holier than now bag, getting into their, who are you to judge? And girl, I'm a social commentator. I'm somebody that's sitting back and watching Instagram and watching how every other week is something going on with that family. I'm somebody who's sitting here watching, you know, the child's mother, the child's father, the child's father, other baby mother. I'm watching how, you know, the child's mother and the father get into it, how the child's father is now, you know, putting hands on the mother. I'm watching how the child's mother is having his aunt set up. Okay, I'm watching how the child's grandmother just called him retarded and slow and said that he looked like that a couple of weeks ago. Okay, I'm watching how the child's grandmother's daughter, okay, aka Blueface's mama daughter, is now on a new season of Baddies because now she wants her time to shine. Okay, I'm watching how Chrisean sat and told all of us that the mama was on drugs. So that's the other grandmother from what? The maternal side. So I'm just watching how all of the, and not even to mention, you know, all the allegations and all of that was thrown out there before Baddies East came out. Tesehki said that they wasn't true, but the fact that they was thrown out there and somebody felt so comfortable throwing that out there, yeah. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, baby, Google it because I'm trying to keep this video monetized. Clearly. Okay, because any other time I'm cursing up a storm. But my point is nobody wants to see a child go through the system. That's the absolute worst. And even if we was to put the BS aside, even though it's not realistic, I don't even know how that will be handled. I feel like in this type of situation, the most that Tesehki could do is, we got our mutuals. Let's make sure the child is good. Let's place the child, you know, with my kids, and then, you know, once she out, then, you know, come get your kid. You know what I mean? And not even on some like, oh, the kid doesn't mean anything, like just ship the kid off. But like in a, like trying to keep things to a minimum. Because again, y'all can sit and try to do, like, let me tell y'all something. One of the things that really pissed me off is how y'all have such a kink. Like black people, especially, y'all have such a kink for torture, for trauma, and for being triggered.
And it's like when y'all, because I could really take this conversation in so many directions, but as it relates to Chrisean and Tesehki, there's no reason that knowing what we know and seeing what we've seen, that there should be that many people that's continually in their comments till this day, a year after filming Baddies East. Mind you, that came and followed up Chrisean and Blueface being in love. You know what? Let me go ahead and play that clip. Because shall I give a reminder of the type of environment that Junior will be going back into? Shall I give a reminder? Okay. Let's see. When did they post the original clip? Oh, not this being from a white girl page. Okay. I guess. I guess. Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Why you doing this? Don't touch me around me! They're not touching around me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I would not play my same part. This goes when I play my world. Bro, escort her out the fucking house. What? Come in. What? You just put me out the house. You told me I told her. Don't get her face me. I said, you can't handle your liquor, man. Don't touch me. Just pure chaos. Just pure chaos. And mind you, that was before Baddies East. So again, I'm going to say no child should be placed in a system. That is the absolute worst. But expecting this family to go ahead and get it together for the sake of a girl, bye. I'm not about to sit up on my internet and play these games. I'm not. Y'all like to play around in these delusions. And again, y'all have a special kink for people being triggered and traumatized and abused. Like y'all protect abusers. Okay, child. Like the conversation could go on and on. Look how many people are still in their comments to this day. Oh my God, let's work it out. We want the sisters back together. For what? They're clearly in a toxic, very, very toxic relationship. The last thing they need is to be in the same room, let alone trying to handle a child in between that. Yeah, no. I think maybe the best course of action would probably be allow Tesehki to take on Junior. Place Junior with Tesehki's kids. I'm just going to ignore the allegations I've south because Tesehki said they wasn't true, okay? But allow Tesehki to take Junior until Chrisean is out. I'm not even sure Chrisean Jr. should go back to Chrisean. And I know that's a lot to say. Oh my God, who are you to judge? Again, somebody who sat back and watched this girl who knew she was pregnant, be pregnant, 9 months pregnant, smoking, drinking, fighting, not. All the receipts is out there. All the videos that I've done with the receipts are out there. You don't just change like that. And people live in delusion. Oh, a baby's gonna change you. Oh, because a girl went to jail for 3 days, it's gonna change. Like, no, I can't even say that. I know. A lot of what I'm saying, it sounds very, very negative, but like, it's realistic. I don't know what the perfect situation for Junior looks like. Because, of course, you don't want to take a child away from its parents, from its family. And you also don't want to send it to the system. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do? Because Chrisean was well aware that she was a parent when she was going around slapping people. Chrisean was well aware that she was a parent and had Junior when she went on to Baddies East and was attacking Vicky, which is how she got in this situation because of that lawsuit that she was running from before she even had Junior. So it's like, Miss me with, oh, she's young, oh, she'll learn, oh, she's a pet girl. We've been having those discussions the last few years. We're not doing that no more. And I'm not about to play in Pisces delusional fantasy land right now. We're not doing that. I'm good on that Neptunian energy. We're not doing that. But let's go through the comments. Oh wow, she never met him. Absolutely sad. Remember, Tesehki got a heart and really do that family before the fame. She still love Rock. That's her baby sis. But she don't like the way she moved. Y'all, she was just clowning her for not getting involved. She's talking about it and y'all still not satisfied. Then she cried, I'm proud of her. Be there for your sister. Do y'all not understand? She doesn't be the one bringing Chrisean up. It be the interviewers. Tesehki heart is too big. Oh, look at her trying to be a good auntie. It's crazy how y'all still talking about these allegations like the nephew didn't change the story multiple times because Chrisean didn't want Tesehki to shine. And that's why it's all just too much. Sometimes the hardest decision is the best decision. Y'all be too focused on getting some sort of imaginary badge of loyalty or an imaginary badge of I don't know. Like you be so concerned about appearing to the world that you're the greatest parent and the greatest. Sometimes you have to make the hard, tough decision that might seem bad to other people, but in the best is for in the long run, it's for the best. I'm not so sure that Tesehki taking on the child and then reopening that door with Chrisean is the best. It's the best. I'm not sure what the plan should be, but I do know it's too much going on over there to where it doesn't seem like anybody genuinely actually even cares about the baby. And that's Tesehki included, because you big sis and you want to protect, but yet you allow your little sis to get on the show. You big sis and you want to protect, yet I just showed a clip where apparently she was pregnant then and y'all were fighting. You big sis and you want to protect, but yet you was there when the whole Wool Vicky stuff went down. So it's just like, again, like none of them are looking flawless or spotless in this situation. None of them. Not even the grandparents, who are way too old. Again, Carlissa was just sitting in the hot tub with her girlfriends who were also too old, sitting there giggling about how her grandchild looks special ed. When they got out of the court, the granddaddy ain't want nothing to do with the child. Like, look at the environment that, like, so it's just, I don't know. That's, and this is all stuff that Chrisean Jr. is going to be able to grow up and go back and look at. That's the sad part. That's really the sad part. But like, it's like nobody cares until it's too late. And miss me with the whole delusional, like, just because you make a decision for a baby, or just because you can acknowledge that a baby should not be in CPS, doesn't mean that you got this big heart and you care so much, and that it don't mean all that. It just mean, yeah, that's whack. That would be a whack thing to do, because everybody knows what happens once you go into custody. Everybody knows. Kids have nothing to do at all with sibling rivalry. Kids are innocent. The best place for children is family. No, it's not. You're able to sit behind your keyboard on Instagram and say that because maybe you were raised in a comfortable environment. Maybe you were raised in an environment that didn't have toxicity and abuse and, all of these generational curses and trauma that you had to fight through at a big grown age. Just because your environment and your family situation was comfortable does not mean that that's how it is for everybody. I just literally listed all the problems going on with that family, and I'm sure it's probably more. And that's multiple families, child. That's the Malones, that's the Rocks, that's Chrisean and Blueface's inner family, that's Chrisean three-way family with Jaden and Blueface. Then you want to add a fourth family into that's Blueface's people. Like, everybody over there is messed up. talking about something. I know you love Chrisean the way you go and love Junior. Just make sure he good with family. I don't care if I'm mad with my sister. My nieces and nephews come first on everything I like. Well, that's your family situation, child. We dealing with people over here who backdooring their own sister. As a sister should, no matter what, that's her nephew, and if he needs her, she should definitely be there no matter what. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be there for Junior. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it gets tricky when the parent is Chrisean, and the parent, there's extremely bad blood between. Now, when Junior become a teen and he want to sneak around and reach out to his, when he is able to have some sort of authority for himself, and he's responsible enough to sneak around and be like, no, that's my aunt, I want to talk to her, then it's a little bit different. But like at an infant stage, like as somebody who's dealt with family battles and court battles and dealing with beef and abuse and all of that, and having to decide who can talk to who and what, like, I'm telling you from personal experience, it's not as cold cut and dry as y'all want to make it seem, especially not for these families right here where there's a whole bunch of hood drama wrapped up into it. Again, y'all got to wake up from this fantasy, this delusion. Love is love, and girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay, because the baby been here. Chrisean got pregnant almost 2 years ago. Nobody gave a damn about Chrisean Jr. then. Nobody gave a damn when she was walking around with the belly. Nobody gave a damn once he got here and she was still being a domestic terrorist. Nobody gave a damn when she was around, Tamar and living legend Tony Braxton slapping motherfuckers. Nobody gave a damn. Now all of a sudden, when CPS is being threatened, that's making people be like, okay, well, let me step in and let me see what I can do. Yeah, okay. Okay, child. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of that, because I know my opinion is not going to be, I know it's still going to be people that's like, oh, but okay, girl, okay. Okay. Child, should I get the 50% off ready now for Chrisean Jr.? Because that boy gonna need it. He gonna need some therapy. He gonna need an alignment session. He gonna need some. It just sucks because in this situation, it's just like the lesser of two evils. Like, what do? Do you send the child back into that same toxic environment that they were born into? Because I mean, we are not doctors and we can't condition or prescribe anything for that child, but like let's not be dense here. The word around town is that the child might have special needs. They can't even take care of regular ordinary needs. They barely pay attention to regular, everyday, ordinary needs, but y'all think they're gonna pay attention to a child with special needs? Yeah. So I don't know, because it's like, what do you do? Like, do you send that child back into that same toxic environment just so he could grow up and become like everybody else? Because it's not like it's the best examples around him. I mean, of course you don't want to send a child off into CPS, into foster care. Of course not. I don't know. Poor Chrisean Jr. Poor him. But this is just going to be one of them things that Chrisean Sr. is going to have to deal with. She's going to have to live with, live with this. At the end of the day, actions have reactions. Actions have consequences. So that's just the truth of it. And a lot of people not going to keep it real like that. Y'all gonna do the whole Delulu. Okay, let's see how far that goes. Just like y'all be getting in the comments of people who broke up. Oh my God, they was goals. Or y'all see two people together. Oh my God, yes. Let's pray for them. Let's get them back together. Okay. Just living in a state of delusion. I just can't. But let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below, chat. If I give a, and definitely make sure that you stream my music as if you give a. Book a reading, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now these niggas swimming up, but wasn't when I'm coming up. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now these niggas swimming up.